ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe.
Just awful. Yeah. Hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the Target exclusive Deadly Origin Black Widow. If you're trying to get your Marvel Legends, you can do so at Target. I just said this is a Target exclusive, but if you're trying to get your other Marvel Legends, you can do so at
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And while you're down there, please go ahead and give this video a like, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to ensure that you're getting all my videos in your feed. And big thanks to Xmanny87 for giving me a proper heads up on this figure. Check him out, link in the description below. And you can see that we get some new stuff over here. I'm pretty excited about this figure, looking pretty sweet. Anyway, on the side, nice image of Black Widow from Deadly Origin. And then on the back, you can see a product shot. There's a read up over here. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. There's Black Widow again, and then a beautiful spot varnished red Black Widow logo over the white. Just looks really cool. And then not much more at the bottom, so let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here is Black Widow out of the packaging. And I gotta be honest with you, man, I had some pretty low expectations for this figure. I don't know why. Maybe oversaturation with a lot of Black Widow figures. I'm not sure, but I gotta say, so far, I am pretty impressed. We do have a good number of accessories with this figure to look at, so let's get a closer look at those, and then we'll take a closer look at our Deadly Origin Black Widow. So we get all these accessories over here for Black Widow, and yeah, they are quite small, but they are awesome. I'm very excited about these. First off, we get this big old gun right over here, which I think is a rifle of some sort, right? And it has a scope right over here, making it a sniper rifle, right? I think that's the only thing that makes a rifle a sniper rifle, or a friend of mine told me that. But I really like the color right over here. Nice gunmetal color. I like all the sculpted detail throughout on this. Just looks really badass. Really like this a lot. I don't remember seeing this with another Marvel Legends figure, so I think this is brand new. Gotta say, I really like it a lot. This is really cool. I like the strap right over here, even though I wish it was a little bit longer. I had a really hard time getting this around her arm or her shoulder while holding it. So when she's holding it, she's just holding it and the strap's just dangling right there. But you can get it around her shoulder, you know, if you wanted it resting around her shoulder like that, you know, you can get something like that going on. That's pretty cool. And then we get these two other guns right over here, which are actually the same gun, but one has a silencer and the other one does not. And I don't know if this is based off of Nerf or if it's real, but I think they both look really cool. I especially like that plastic again, you know, very dark gray color. Looks really neat. I like the silencer right there. You cannot remove it or anything, or else they probably would have just given us one gun with a removable silencer. But I think that's really awesome. And then we get these awesome little effects pieces. I love these little guys. They're so cool. And one of them is a little bit longer than the other, so they're not the same exact thing. I love this, man. This is so freaking sick to see coming from Hasbro, because this is the kind of thing I only see from either Mezco or import figures, and getting it with my retail Marvel Legends is just incredible. I really like that a lot. And all of these effects pieces port into all of the guns, so that's really cool. Then we get these two smoky effects right here. I love this. And you can see these are different from each other as well. They're not the same exact thing. Oh man, that is so freaking cool. So happy with this. This is dope stuff, man. And yeah, these port into the guns as well, so you can get that look going on. That's really cool. Would there be a lot of smoke coming from a silenced gun like this? I don't know if that would still do it, probably, right? Or would it come back here? I don't know. And then you can see how it ports into this one right here. I don't know. I'm just being thorough, but man, I really love these effects. This is awesome. So the Deadly Origin storyline is a fun read. I recommend you check it out. She basically has to go back and find all her exes and protect them from getting killed from these nanites that she had accidentally passed on to them. It does get more complicated than that, but you know, I'm just giving you a quick rundown. Now, as far as the design of this figure goes, you can tell that the face sculpt is based off of the cover art from these books as opposed to the actual interior artwork. And the funny thing is that the covers show a very busty, exposed Black Widow, but when you're actually reading the book, she's all covered up. So it looks like Hasbro met in the middle over here, kind of chesty, not very chesty. And this face sculpt is pretty as hell. Oh my goodness, this is my favorite Black Widow head sculpt in my Marvel Legends collection. I absolutely love it. Now, I have been using the Phoenix head sculpt right over here for the Black Widow figure on my display, which looks really good. Here's the original Hasbro Bucky 2-pack version of Black Widow. And then we have the Mark Waid version right over here, which I don't like. I just really don't like that hair. And then we have the MJ head sculpt, which they had redone for a Black Widow figure later on. And then here we have the Peggy Bundy Black Widow from the Toy Biz Marvel Legends days. And you can see that this hairstyle kind of resembles this one just a little bit. You get some nice paint throughout with the hair and everything. And I love how this face came out. You get some nice eyeshadow right there. The eyeliner looks really good. Eyebrows look great. Nice looking lipstick. I love the sculpt of the face too. She doesn't look like any other character that we have in plastic from Hasbro, you know, so it looks very original. And it looks like the artwork that we see on the covers. I think that's just great. That's the prettier version, I think, from that storyline. And I really like how the hair is sculpted as well. Nice wash in there. Looks just absolutely stunning, man. Oh, this is such a great head sculpt. Definitely my favorite Black Widow head sculpt. I did have a little bit of a run right over there of the red. And to be honest, I did sort through about 3 or 4 of these when I was picking them up from the store. Yeah, it wasn't free. Stop saying they're all free. Sometimes they are. Now, I don't like this seam coming down right in the middle right here. That is weird. It's just like, you know, we get a trachea line that goes all the way through the chest. That's very, very trippy. So I don't like that. I wish that seam wasn't there. And you can see how it's just kind of stuck. I mean, you're going to find some weird gaps in some copies, so that is a gripe of mine. And I do really like this white pearlescent sheen that we're seeing throughout in the plastic over here. This looks just absolutely stunning. I love the wrinkles and the sculpt. That looks great. The gold on the gauntlets right over here look really good too, or her stingers anyway, which I believe were silver in the comic books when she was wearing white, but it still looks really good with the gold. You can see the Hourglass Widow logo right there with the silver behind it. Really nice sculpt in those wrinkles, man. Romanova's right over here looking fantastic. Just looking at the back, some wrinkles right over there. Really liking these legs too, man. Nice seams on the side. And yeah, they're reusing the body mold from the Mark Waid motorcycle Black Widow figure, but still, I think this looks really good. I don't mind. And you can see a bit of orange hue in here, right? Can you see that? I don't know. I don't know if I'm the only one. It's definitely a pearlescent white color, but there is a bit of an orangish hue, so I'd like to know if you could see that as well. Let me know in the comment section below, and you can see that she still has peg holes at the bottom of her feet. But there are bigger things to worry about in life than not getting a stop motion articulation segment. I really wish I could do that for you guys, so I need a little laptop. But hey, I'm doing a live show today at 3 p.m., so stay tuned for that. I hope to see you guys back here on the channel at 3 p.m. for the live show. Anyway, the head does look up really far on this figure. I do like that. That is very cool. You can move the head downward. She does shift forward and back like a pile driver. You do get some head pivoting right over here as well, and she can turn her head side to side quite easily. Even though you have all this hair, it does stay out of the way, so that's really cool. And the shoulders move up that far, so that's great. You can move them all the way downward, rotate a full 360. Only a single jointed elbow. Don't like to get rotation at the elbow. And then the left hand turns side to side and hinges up and down. The right side has a horizontal hinge. You get a diaphragm joint that can turn side to side only a little bit, just like that. And you do get some diaphragm pivot. She crunches forward that much, back that much. Hips move outward that far. She can kick forward that much and back only a tiny bit. Upper thigh cut, double jointed knees, then the ankles move down, they move up, and she has beautiful ankle pivot. Now to measure out this Black Widow figure, you can see that she is standing just a little over 6 inches tall. Then here's our Deadly Origin Black Widow next to our Mark Waid / motorcycle set Black Widow. You can see they have the same body molds. I didn't show off this head sculpt earlier. I guess that one is actually closest to the resemblance of the Toy Biz version, right? Then for some more Black Widow comparisons, we have our Deadly Origin version next to the Deluxe Black Widow movie version, and then we have the Vintage Collection version with the Jean Grey head sculpt on there. This Vintage Collection version is selling for only $11 at BBTS right now, in case you always wanted it. Now's the time to pick it up. But I wanted to try this head sculpt on these figures over here. Hey, that looks pretty cool. I like that. Seeing it on the Deluxe Black Widow looks pretty sweet. Yes, seeing this head sculpt on this body mold it's a little loose, but this is the choice display option for me. I will have her like this on my shelf. I absolutely love this, but I still want to see how this head sculpt looks on some other figures. Oh my goodness, if you just kind of half it on that ball peg right there, that fits really well on the Chimbomba Rosada 2-pack version Black Widow. That does not look bad. Damn, that may be my display option now that I think about it. Jeez, the flesh tone is off though. And it doesn't look too bad on some street clothes figures like this MJ figure from the 2-pack. I don't know where the left arm went, but yeah, I'll find that arm. I just need to clean up around here, this review station. And then here she is with the street clothes Jessica Jones body, and that looks really good too. Wow, really love this head sculpt, man. And then here's Black Widow next to Sharon Carter, which I really liked this figure when it first came out, and over time I'm liking it less and less, but I still want to see a head swap. Now this Black Widow head sculpt doesn't look too bad on the Sharon Carter figure. The flesh tone looks very similar. It's just not working over here on this side. The neck is too long. I'm actually contemplating on getting 2 of these Black Widow figures. The head sculpt fits on so many body molds, and the accessories are extremely badass. I mean, I'm just saying. And then here's Black Widow next to the Romanova Squeeze Club. We got Tony Stark, we have Daredevil, Hawkeye, Winter Soldier, and Hercules, and there are more. Now, one thing I wanted to mention was I really wish that they had developed the relationship of Hawkeye and Black Widow like how they did in the comics. I mean, yeah, they're together and everything, but it's kind of like a big sister, little brother kind of vibe that I got from reading the book, and I liked that. You know, I wish they translated that into the MCU, but oh well. And then here's Black Widow next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Badass Spider-Man. Well, I used to be into redheads, but not anymore. I could feel myself itching just looking at you. I'm gonna go over here now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And a big thank you to all these people over here that support this YouTube channel over on Patreon. I have a whole bunch of giveaway announcements for winners coming up today, so you guys stay tuned for that. And I gotta say, man, I had a great time with this figure. I had a lot of fun taking photos and just posing the figure around. I love the accessories. I mean, this is one of those figures I wasn't really crazy excited about, but the more and more I took photos and posted around, the more I enjoyed it. I love doing all the head swaps. I just think this is an awesome piece. I love the new accessories as well. I love using the figure with the deluxe Black Widow accessories too. I thought that was kind of fun to do that. I just wanted to take a stab at using that stand again with another action figure, and it's a little bit clunky, but you know, still fun. But anyway, for this figure at the price point of around 20 bucks, I'm gonna give it a sud rating of
I love it! 2, please!
And again, I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comments section below. And I hope to see you at the live show later today at 3 p.m. And you can stay in touch with me over on the social media on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
Posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures every day. I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, it's okay.
That's crispy.
Target! I just freaking told you, but it's it's too much. Hold on. Woo! Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face, your face,